Because of social media, we can see all of the lavish and extravagant things that the NBA players buy. From a new home, a new car for a family member, or new kicks, it's hard to receive that type of money and not spend it on things you want. In this video, we want to go over NBA players that not only use their money wisely, but are extremely cheap with the millions they have accumulated. Here's 10 NBA players that live on extreme budgets. Before we start, I wanted to welcome you to Hoop Nation, where we cover everything NBA. Be sure to like and subscribe. The goal for this video is to get 20 likes and get up to 50 total subscribers. Number 10. Trey Burke. Upon receiving his rookie salary amounting to $2.4 million, Trey Burke sticks to a $5,000 monthly budget to limit his spending. This financial mindset was instilled by his father, Benji Burke, who taught his son the value of hard-earned money at a very young age, where they were living as middle-class family in the tough neighborhood of Columbus, Ohio. I never really had a lot of money growing up, so I knew I was going to need the right team around me to make sure I was managing my money right, not just splurging and blowing it on things that aren't necessary. Number 9. Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony has amassed a total of $263 million playing for different teams in the NBA, but this didn't stop the 10-time NBA All-Star from being a certified cheapskate. According to Melo, he still cuts coupons to save some dimes whenever he goes grocery shopping. I go to the supermarket, make sure I get the newspaper and tear the coupons out, save $1 or $2. Number 8. John Stockton. The NBA's king of assists received his rookie paycheck worth $150,000 when he got drafted by the Jazz in 1984, which is still considered to be a huge amount for 80s money. To save some moolah, Stockton decided to live in a cheap basement apartment located near the Jazz's practice facility that cost $125 a month. In addition, he didn't even turn the heater on in the apartment to lessen his electricity consumption. My conservative lifestyle was a direct extension of my natural tendency towards saving money. Everyone knew I was pretty tight. This trait literally paid dividends down the line. My needs were simple. They were limited to food, housing, and gas, and I was able to save a substantial part of my salary for a rainy day. Later, when I needed cash for important things, such as a home, I was able to afford the purchase without borrowing. I knew that having a house bought and paid for would put me way ahead in the financial game. Hey Hoop Nation, if you are liking this content so far, make sure you like and subscribe to hit our video goal. Number 7. Matthew Dellavedova. The Australian native is known to be a blue-collar worker and hard-nosed defender whenever he plays in the hard court. But did you know that he has a weird pre-game eating habit just right before he gets into the court to shoot his warm-up jumpers? Earning $650,000 in his rookie year, Dellavedova already made some points of his own before tip-off by scoring some free snacks and meals in the NBA's media room. Number 6. Michael Jordan. He's not only the greatest of all time, but you can also call him the richest of all time. Michael Jordan still sits on the top spot of the list for the highest paid athletes of all time, according to Forbes magazine. Despite having an estimated net worth of $1.9 billion, his airness isn't shy showing off his stingy financial habits. And according to his Dream Team teammates, Charles Barkley, the Charlotte Hornets owner, is not a big fan of tipping as well. Oh yeah, Jordan is cheap. I always give homeless people money, and he always slap my hand and tell me, if they can ask for spare change, they can say, "Welcome to McDonald's, can I help you please?" I think that's why they are rich. They don't tip. That's their secret to being rich. They don't tip. Number 5. DeShawn Stevenson. In 2012, the former NBA champion, DeShawn Stevenson, went viral over an outlandish photo showing his frugal tendencies. He made the internet by posting a selfie of himself standing next to an ATM located in his kitchen. The crazy part here is that the machine charges $4.50 for every withdrawal transaction. But on the other side, it turned out to be a good investment for Stevenson, especially when you have wealthy multi-millionaire NBA pals dropping by at your house who frequently shells out cash from the machine every time you go out to dine. Number 4. LeBron James. LBJ is one of the most highest paid athletes of modern times. With his lifelong endorsement deal with Nike and booming business investments, LeBron is already set for life. But according to the 3-time champ and good friend Dwayne Wade, LeBron is one of the cheapest NBA players out there. The King quickly responded by agreeing to what Wade just said. In a shared interview, LeBron said that he doesn't turn on his cell phone's data until there's a stable Wi-Fi connection. He also added that he does not buy any phone apps and lists using the music streaming application Pandora, while commercials still play in between songs. Number 3. Kawhi Leonard. In 2015, Kawhi Leonard signed a $94 million lucrative deal with the San Antonio Spurs. Despite that fortune-building amount, the Claw still opted to drive in his 1997 Chevy Tahoe, which got a nickname of Gas Guzzler, and that has a market value of $15,000. But his wise spending habits didn't stop there, as the two-time NBA champ also uses the coupon book that Wingstop gave him as a part of their complimentary package for representing their food chain. Number 2. Matt Boner. The 6'10 Deadeye is known as the Red Rocket throughout the league, but have you ever wondered how he got his moniker? During his stint with the Raptors, Matt Boner would often take the streetcar public transport, known as the Red Rocket, going to their games in downtown Toronto. When he got traded to the Spurs, he needed a car to get to home games, because riding the public transportation in San Antonio was a bit harder than in Toronto. And in another example of his thriftiness, he drove a newly bought 2006 Pontiac Pre from his hometown of New Hampshire all the way to San Antonio, just so he can avoid paying sales tax. Kelly Olynyk is another NBA player that knows how to take care of his fortune. He still shops at Nordstrom's Rack and even called for an Uber instead of riding in a limousine for his commercial shoot at the Miami airport, according to the former teammate Josh Richardson. He just doesn't care about labels. If it looks good to him, he's going to wear it, whether it's from H&M, Kmart, or Target. In addition, he's a player that doesn't seek the bright lights and proved to be a hard worker on and off the court. I don't wear designer clothes or shoes. I don't drive a fancy car. I've never taken a vacation. I wouldn't know what a vacation is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe to be entered into our monthly shout-out giveaway. Until next time, I'll see you on the court.